ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the AORUS Cup CSGO in association with Seagate. It is the first quarterfinal of the match, SRA versus Wings. I'm Shaser. Joining me is OG Dolores Chicken. OG, take it away.
Well, finally some action. Slaughter Rage Army taking on Wings. Mind you, the winner of this is gonna inevitably be favored in the entire tournament, but strong start, Logan taking out Seagate towards B, and now the rest of Wings try to flood towards toilets. Negative is the only one who could possibly hold, but Rossi rips his head clean off his body. Logan, he's close to the response and he's gaining a flag in, but the bait doesn't work. The whole thing does. Logan, double headshot alongside Green. Stellar defense up until now, as Marcel's all that remains, and his remains are down the drain. SRA pick up the pistol.
Well, that was a clean hold from SRA towards that A site there. We see the crisp shots coming in from Logan, cleans up onto two on the A site, and Wings go for a quick play on the pistol, doesn't really work out.
Exactly. Now, the Slaughter Rage Army do have upgraded SMGs, but they are a little sparse in terms of utility, so perhaps if Wings could boil the time down a bit, they would stand a better chance of winning this round. And they have deagles, mind you, so they are playing to their comfort zone, which is just raw mechanical ability. They have Superkid, they have Rossi, they have Marshall, some of the finest aimers in the country, and that could very well have been Green with his dreams removed. Down 58 HP, Superkid still in tested contest, and nobody there to deliver from SRA. Wings have gained significant control towards the A side as well, and now SRA is aggressive. This is where overpasses come to its essence, and Green removes Superkid and alert from the picture. It's all going to be on the front lines, and Logan there by as he cleans points like a janitor. He lights up both negative from the back lines, and both Rossi puts down. It's only Marcel that remains with this lonesome deagle, and a Slaughter Rage Army heading towards him.
Well, the deagle in hand, Marcel no armor. He's gonna probably find Logan here walking in, and negative takes decent damage, but the backstab on point. They lose just the one.
And hey, with credit to Logan, he did farm up 2 kills with the SMG. Didn't really lose much. He farmed up the money he invested, and now the economy from SRA is starting to look good, right? It's looking a little more formidable. It's only Logan as but there's a boatload of utility up on the playing board. Whereas if you do look at Wings, they have limited utility: a nade, a flash, and 3 smokes to play the T side of overpass, which is a little hard. But again, they have resorted to their comfort zone, which is going to be a little more engagement and aim based. So let's see if that tends to favor them, as they do have significantly better weaponry.
And Rossi, early aggression through connector, does have control. Dream. Ceiling of Monster for now. It does have Freaky God for that 1-2 push, and they might actually look to make a push through Monster. The flash comes through, but there's no one really there. Instead, it's the push through connector, and they get the open.
That actually yields them. And it's all on the flex to try and hold on to the B side, but that doesn't seem like it's gonna happen. Negative. He has his spam ass, and he'd just be better off at the save. I mean, at this point, he might be interested to deal a little bit of damage to the economy of Wings, not really letting it take off. But how much could he do in that? There's already a man holding underneath, and Robin is just playing with speed at that point. 2-1, Wings get that first round, and on the back of low utility, surprisingly, right? You'd expect on the T side of overpass that they'd need a lot of flashes. They'll need to play this one a little slow to counter the aggression posted by SRA, but they just took the straight up aim deals, and they had the better guns and in directly better aim, so they did win out that round on the back of that.
Yep.
For now,
and look at SRA's buy. Doesn't look very promising.
Yeah.
Just the one rifle out on Logan.
And he's going to be playing in a pivotal part towards the map and towards mid out of every position. Usually you'd expect them to play towards connector, but this kid really is range. Instant refrag, nullifying the advantage that SRA just accumulated. Dream. He's able to strike with his deagle alongside Freaky that made things possible here in the 2 versus 3. But Wings are the players with the utility, and in all honesty, SRA, they didn't gain much position from their engagement, so this is still a very winnable round from SRA. Surely are doing damage.
Yeah, they have 2 players towards the B side here. the rifle as well as the deagle. It's gonna come down to negative here on the A side, sitting up in personal with the CZ. And looks like the push through long is going to commence from Wings. They do have a trade potential, so should be able to get the C4 down. But as I say that, Dream is on the rotate.
Robin is going to be the player playing off the contact that Marcel potentially brings. SRA, they're playing a very, very volatile with a
negative
fire as try to bait and switch. Negative shooting the gun away. Robin free. The drive-by close spray on a negative, but he didn't spot Dream. Hello? Dream super hit here with the deal, planning away the victory. Finally connected to the head. 3-1. Slaughter Rage Army. They reply with the pistols, and boy, oh boy, this is what Indian CS is about.
Well, the pistols go to work there on the A side, as unfortunately Wings, they do get the trade in, but that rotation from Dream ensured that they didn't get a free plant off, and that is gonna give third round over to SRA. But Wings, they're still gonna be able to buy into this here, OG.
Exactly. They have presence towards the majority of the map. They have a man playing connector, two men discovering towards A long, and while they play passive towards B, they're looking out for an aggressive stance from SRA. They're trying to play reactive, play off SRA's information and their aggression, and it's given them a lot of map control. They already have a man push deep into its long, and Negative has to have at least one part of his mind worried about that position, and now they have information that a man to its connector. They can slowly pincer him and free case removed from the situation. The advantage firmly in the favor of Wings, as they will be able to recover the rifle, and another kill as Super Kid is on the entry. A double! Someone put this man to sleep! Just single-handedly rips apart the defense towards B as he leaves Negative all too slow with the AWP, and he's better off saving this one. There is no hope left to even save the round.
Yep, and takes out Lucia, gives away his position. Wings, however, the money is not in a great place. I don't think they're going to try and aggressively hunt this off down, especially with Negative all the way back at A long. I think they're going to be happy with the round here. 3-2 Wings. Wings have of late been doing really well in the Indian circuit. Of course, they do play with a couple of different rosters. One is as Blaze Esports with, if I'm not mistaken, a couple of foreign players as well. But for tournaments where it is for Indians only, they have the secondary roster in where they bring in Lucia and it says Robin. Is that someone with a new nick?
Robin's actually a player from Piercing Blow, if I'm not mistaken. Again, picked up for his mechanical prowess. So let's see if he's able to deliver. Again, you have players like Superkid and Lucia who have hailed from that game, and they did play in the same team as well.
Right.
So who knows? This is just domestic chemistry at its best. Now, SRA, they're able to save the AWP and potentially could be able to round as well. It all depends on how Negative plays this one, and Superkid again on the entry. Dream caught dreaming, and now comes the rest of the cavalry. Lucia, he stacked down 11 HP, but Wings are trying to perhaps fall off this. They're looking for reactionary plays. SRA just offering themselves up in a silver platter. Robin coming in from short should be able to clear the deal, as there's only one man hit. It's Logan towards Toxic. Yeah, well removed. Wings, they're still clinical on the entry. They know each and every angle down to the nail.
Negative with the op. Oh, he gets two!
Ooh, that could have been a clue. That was very close, because if he landed the third one onto as the player playing Briz, there was no refract set up. Superkid was a little far behind. Luckily, they do down him before he does any more damage, and they've removed the op as well. Slaughter Rage Army, they have to go on an eco. A Fleck and Negative could drop pistols, and hey, the last time SRA did win a round, it was on the back of pistols, so why not replicate success?
Yep, they're going to have barely any utility to work with as well. One smoke, one flash, and a nade between Affleck as well as Freaky God. And looks like aggressive push in is going to yield the opener. Robin picks that up, and Superkid is also pushed through Monster. 1-2. The 1-2 punch easily done, and that should be the round comfortably going to Wing. Yeah. However, AK recovered by Negative.
Yeah, potentially could go on the save as well. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Negative's gonna be hunted down cold-blooded. as he tries to catch a member of Wings on the exit. And Robin taking an engagement, not winning it out, even by a slim margin. Negative left on 100 HP and should be left to save as well, unless Marcel will be able to get a quick flank over from Connector. But again, he has the AWP. There's no need for him to risk this. Here's the movement. Again, very smart play from Marcel. Knows exactly where Negative is running. He's just running behind him like a nightmare. Everybody circling around and Negative. I don't think he's going to be allowed to save this one.
I don't see a way. Or maybe?
Are we going to be able to get him? Damn, he hit under the rug and nobody gave it a free. SRA able to save an AK and a double off setup. This is nice. If they get a little more assist.
Just looking at the replay back though from the Super Kids entry from the last time around. Easy pickings there on the pistols. But yeah, let's jump straight into round number 8, 3-4. Double op setup, like you said, on the CT side. A quick change. Let's see if this is the answer, OG, to the aggression from Wings.
Negative did try to post up to it, B shot a little aggressively, but Molotov really didn't help his position. Dream. That's the initial kill though, but they're opening them shot where Rossi comes into the picture. Again, striking a blow at the defense, but they have been significantly weakened. Silkit is down to 20. Rossi could be taken out by virtue of a one tap from the M4. SRA, they still do have a little bit of defensive utility, and they're with the AWP, this is exactly why you invest in a double op setup. You're trying to catch Wings taking individual engagements like they have been doing for the past few rounds at end. Marcel
flash out and Logan pushes up aggressively there, and Marcel was ready for that peek coming through, and an advantage just handed back by SRA there, OG.
Exactly. They've left this in murky waters, and that's where Wings capitalized at its best. They are headed towards B-Shore, and they have a route through Connector, but that doesn't seem like the route they're willing to go. Lucia. First man on the entry, Rossi, and we're going down, and Lucia needs to come up massive. Spot towards waters, but Freaky got a shooting gallery lies ahead. 3 kills with the AWP in quick succession. 4-4, SRA fight for the equalizer, and I've got it as well. Now, they'll be able to contend for the lead even better, because if they are able to take this round away from Wings, their economy will be in shambles as well. This is where you need to try getting even more aggressive with the off. Contest for the shot towards mid. Don't let them get control to as long as easily as you've been letting them. A lot of routes that SRA could take, but let's see if any of them would be able to catch Wings off guard. Because again, like they did in the AORUS Cup Season 3, they can really vary how they attack, and Lucia sneaking his way through the smoke, able to down Negative. Mind you, that wasn't one of the AWPs, and the Fleck is going to be quick on the rotation, but Wings, they're gaining significant control. As the second goes, so did the chances for winning the round, but Green chimes in with a very important kill through Truck. He's holding the A defense for his team as Wings try to barrage him with numbers. Logan, he's taking Super Kid out. That should be the confirmation call. They are going towards A. Freaky with the turnaround, and Marcel is down. They are not padding out in the defense as they hold rock solid. Robin finally gets a kill on the entry, and Robin needs to convert. Quick headshot goes his way, and he could potentially get more. A Fleck tagged down to 67. Now will be forced to play passive. Logan, he's coming in from dumpsters. They are trying to work in synergy, and it might work. They're distracting them, divide and conquer, as Robin's all that remains. But a quick headshot goes his way. Logan now in a 1 versus 1. He has a smoke, he has the kit, but he needs to take this fight. He needs to be macho, and he is! They take the lead, 5-4, Wings. They're able to trade it out late, but they never got Slot Rage Army. Excellent job in putting the pressure in that 2 versus 2.
Yep, it came down to the trades there at the end from SRA. Very efficient, always able to get the counter kills in and eventually take the clutch in their favor. 5-4, and that has put a dent in the Wings economy here, OG.
It certainly has. Star Rage Army, now they can start building momentum. Wings. They do have armor and upgraded pistols alongside 2 Mac 10, so they can certainly step up the pace quite a bit. Aggressive control through toilets. They have a bomb around for contention as well. Quick plan towards A maybe? Slaughter Rage Army. They're already on the rotate, and Marcel, he's posted aggressively through long. Mind you, they don't have a single flashbang, so this all has to come down to individual duels, and taken silently. This might catch SRA off guard. Look at
Ooh,
Mars.
the push through.
The man himself. 2 men at truck, and now they are in no man. But look at this. Perfect bait and switch play. Rossi strikes from the shadows. Mars provides the way. They're spamming him down. They finally shut the piece, but it's still a 3 versus 3. Wings, they've been posted up aggressively. They have somewhat of a defense to post. Everybody from the Slow Rage Army are trying to push their way through both bank and dumpsters, but it's all left on Lucia. 1 kill with the CZ. He needs to come up massive, but there's simply no hope. Logan swings wide. Slaughter Rage Army. Patience rewards them.
Indeed, let's have a look back at a couple of those players there. Marzel goes charging through, and that spam through the walls there, able to get the opener onto Marzel from Logan. Overall, SRA, 2-round lead. They do manage to squeeze in 2 consecutive rounds here. Let's see if they can start to build some economy, but Wings will be immediately back on the buy.
And they have a lot of utility as well. Wings. This time around, they want to contest for B short, and they are again spreading themselves up relatively thin. Perhaps they have an inkling that Slaughter Rage Army have the double up setup afloat. This has been rewarding them significantly as well, because Slaughter Rage Army are not even playing it comfortably, but a flag through the smoke. How else would you like it? Super Kid yet again shut down, and they're doing a really good job at this. Super Kid is one of the star players for Wings, and having him shut down, having his confidence beaten down in the first half, while you mount yourself to be on the less stronger side, especially on overpass, it will reward you later on. A naturally aggressive player shut down, pretty good defense from SRA so far, but they are lacking in ability. And this is why Wings would be comfortable to boil the time down, because they know that if they hit it in the last few seconds, there will be barely any time to rotate, so they could go for a plan and try playing post.
Dream!
Lucia just snuck through the site, and I really don't know how he got that kill onto his Dream, but he's still posting so much aggression towards the side. Marzel, perfect use of the bait and switch play. Freaky got to no chance. SRA now on the rotation, but is it too little too late? The smoke will allow Lucia to disengage and potentially choose a different angle, and everybody has fallen back. Everybody playing for the plan. Disciplined play coming in from Wings. A fleck is snuck through truck, and Marcel is holding an angle through long. This could potentially change the way that SRA go about this retake, but no.
Yeah, they're just going down one by one, and Affleck ends up at the end, picks up 2 kills. Yeah, not to be the case. Wings immediately respond back in kind, and how's the money looking like on SRA? It's just Logan sitting on $5,000. Nobody else has anything else to show for it. He buys up the AUG. So
that's surprising.
Yeah, and the full set of utility as well. 2 flashes, a smoke. Not really sure where they're looking to go with this. There it is. They do buy armor on a couple of other players as well with the upgraded pistols, but Marzel.
Oh no! The only hope for SRA to win this away from relative Marzel. Perfect job on the early picks, but they have been able to retrieve the rifle, and I guess that's retrieved from this round, a rifle. Because the round seems like a lost hope, and potentially another hit by Marzel. He just strikes you from the shadows without being aware. You just get annoyed, and that is just slow and gradual tilt. That's exactly how Wings do like to play this one, right? Get into the heads of their enemies.
Yeah, Marzel, 2 kills there with the AWP to set up that round for Wings as they get their 6th round on the board. 6-6 on overpass. I think they've done a fantastic job here on the T side, OG.
They've done a really good job, but the point is they can do a whole lot more.
Yep.
Right now with SRA on pistols, they potentially could grab another round, but hey, we all fall down that pistol trap only once or twice as much.
Super Kid too.
Ain't having none. Exactly. Double entry, and he's been fairly good through the entries. It's only now very sad. Hey, punch a man down, he's bound to get back up, right?
They do manage to sneak 1 kill back, but Rossi, his brother, moves straight back in. They have the 2 kills. Nicely done. And Wings
And
do take
one
the
thing
lead,
to take-
7-6. I think it's the lead for the first time.
Exactly, it is. And one thing to take of note here is whenever SRA has, because it's because of how they shut down SK Rossi with his lurks coming to the minimum of yield. But when the roles are switched around and he plays on the entry, it becomes far more comfortable for Wings. And I guess they were trying to vary it to test the SRA defense. Now it seems like the B side is going to be the preferred one on the hit as SRA. They do stack 4 men towards the lower bomb side. Again, that yells an outread, but will Wings have done too much here? Subakit again shut down on the entry, but this time around, nobody from Wings is around to refrag. You do have a man up close to his shot, Robin, who is spotted out, and the white sweet double peek from Logan. Easy enough to take care of him, and the aggressive post of Wings towards B. With this push towards long, Green could potentially get the bomb, and this could wreak havoc for Wings, because they'll come back not knowing what the scene is like towards T-spawn, and it's about to be pretty nasty. Yep. Rossi eats a bullet.
That's a very aggressive push from Dream for some information. And Freaky peeks from Bank. Unfortunately, Marzel unable to get the punish in. Regardless, Wings in a spot of bother here, 2v5. But if there's anyone I'd expect to clutch this out, it's Marzel.
40 seconds left nonetheless, and 3 men on the defense up to his bomb. There's no way in hell that Marcel this. Expecting a push through the smoke, again, has a gap, trying to see if he can yield as much of it as possible, but nobody offering a challenge to Dream. Close enough, but the flip doesn't land. Oh, yeah. 3 blinded to hell. Logan with the smoke. Top goes lead, so 7-7. The Slaughter Rage army still raging, and they could potentially even exit the half with the lead, but you've got to give it to Wings, right? A solid T-side thus far.
Yep, beautifully played. They did get off to a slightly slow start, but ever since then, it has been Wings putting on 7 rounds on the T side. Last round of the first half, they can close this off with the lead here, OG.
Potentially could, and they're doing it on the back of a double offset. The setup that ruined setup. Let's see if this does counteract it, and negative, getting the kill. Immediately frag though, applying the pressure. It's all going to be on a Dream as to how he responds. This 20 seconds could decide the fate of this round, and he's choosing trigger discipline. This is the perfect play to make. Lucius stood no chance, and Mark, he's so close, but he could not find that refrag, and he whips a bullet as well, so Dream has information. The rest of Wings have been trying to mount an attack towards the B side, but they are just at an early stage. It's all on a Super Kid to see whether this round's a success or a failure. Of Fleck, cool as a cucumber, lands the shot through the wall.
And it's all down to Marzel now. 1v4. He gets the first one in. A quick scope coming through, but Affleck trades through SRA, able to get the last 2 rounds of the first half, 8-7, but make no mistake, it is Wings with a significant advantage here. Overpass best of 1 quarterfinal match. Big shout out to the sponsors AORUS as well as Seagate for making this happen. We did start with 32 teams who are battling it out online all across India. We're down to the top 8 now. The first quarterfinal, if you're watching, it is SRA versus Wings.
And now with Wings on their CD side, we might have an interesting CD setup on our hands. Again, Wings are a team that do like to play relatively aggressive, so let's see what they have cooking on the table. Again, Superkid and Marcel going to be the duo towards A. This just yells out an aggressive setup. There we go. They're taking the peek towards mid. They want to contest. They want their hands dirty, and a couple of heads spotted. And Marcel, that doesn't deter him. He's more than ambitious on the push, and a quick headshot goes. Nobody to reply with on the T side though, as a Fleck is a little too late for the trade, but he could still go to Zipnix and potentially catch him off. They don't want any more to do with this. They know that Wings are waiting for this exact play, so they don't want to buy bait into it. For now, the Slaughter Rage army, they're a man down, but they have spread out map control. They do lack refrags, and that's what Wings are capitalizing. The bomb? Still 2 words mid. They're trying to see if there's any opening on the defense, but that's going to be decided by this engagement. Superkid, again, posted up aggressively, and the rest of SRA group They won this fight. Oh, the shoulder spot.
Logan.
Kid, he wins the shot, but he finally connects it on Logan. So challenging, he likes to take this up close and personal. That's not where it will be one out. Marcel, he is left without a response for his dead teammate as Rossi finally gets a reply towards the B side, but that's just the bait. They have not bought Wings. They know exactly what's up. And Fleck with the bomb spotted on towards A shot as he's making a run for it. 30 seconds left and could potentially go down connector, but he wants to try playing the long game. Still gonna make his way through toilets and Wings.
Affleck's
Not bought
coming
into it.
alone as Wings have two players here towards the A side.
Ooh. Robin deletes him. 8-8 win Wings. They find the equalizer and on the back of a pistol victory as well, so they could just completely abuse this and take the lead. Lucia is gone in for the M4 and there should be a couple of MP suit. A lot of utility. Are they gonna expect SRA to play aggressive and try to counter that? Because again, you'd expect them to be on deagles. You'd expect them to just try and have their shot at damage. Is that against them? Molotov, D. I like it. They don't want anything to fall in the way of aim. They try being
The nade does good damage as well, and Marzel gets the opener. They're going to continue to push through this. He gets to...
And the turnaround with the USP, but it's up. Down some of the Glock in a 3 versus 3, an even trade. But the rotations have come in. Rossi's with connector while Robin's pushing T-spawn. Can you believe this, man? This is a very audacious and a risky place because Freaky-Wa was in a really good position towards connector. He is the potential blind spot, and if he makes his way through with Rossi down, could be the B-side up for grabs, but he whiffs, and now he sandwiched Robin dead, delivering to his grave. It's only left on a Fleck and negative.
Yeah, but that's the C4 down there. It's in control
Exactly.
of Wings, but that's a nice shot there coming through the trade immediate from negative, but he has to force into Robin here.
Fight.
45 seconds
No armor
remaining.
as well.
Yeah, no armor. It's going to be a tall order. 27 HP is all he has.
Did land a dink, but not fatal. 8-9 Wings. They do win this round out. They did rifle, but they did lose.
Yeah, I think the highlight
Rather
there
they did-
was the nades towards mid and the push into Fountain coming in from Marzil to get the 2 kills initially to set up that round win for Wings as they take the lead back. 9-8, the buy coming in for SRA. 5 sets of rifles, OG.
5 sets of rifles and very humble in terms of you.
Oh, dream!
Ooh, juicy. Nice job on the entry and Freaky could potentially drop Super Kid, and this is just Wings overplaying their aggression. Granted, SRA with this buy could caught them off guard. You'd expect SRA to take the conventional choice of an eco and then buy around a lot of utility backing them up, but that's simply not the case.
If you actually
Wings.
watch SRA, rather Wings play over the last few months, you know for a fact they love to play aggressive on their CT side. And as long as you're watching your back, you're ready and expecting CT aggression, I think you're in a good spot. But Wings able to pull this back, but as I say that, Marzel goes down on the A side, and that's the opening that they were looking for.
Exactly, a very crucial kill because that's the anchor down the Rossi. The Molotov towards the side allows him to peek very comfortably because there's no resistance towards toilets. And now comes the hard part. The 3 versus 2. They have utility, alright. They have a smoke, they have a flash, they have a nade, but they're sandwiched. Logan. He's into his long. Rossi sees the shadow but not the kill. Lucia in a 1 versus 3 with Logan. So clinical with his aim. A quick double kill. Secures SRA the equalizer. And finally a round on the team side, right?
Yeah.
Wings. They did really good from both the pistol and the previous round, but here it seems like their aggression was spotted from a mile away and SRA was sitting in position waiting for the trigger.
9-9, and back and forth we go. Wings, the money is not in a good place. It's Rossi alone with the rifle. He has a FAMAS and upgraded pistols on the remaining 4 players. They do have armor though and 1 nade, so if they manage to get a couple of rifles off SRA.
Ooh. Lucia. Again, tried to do the following, but followed up with an instant headshot. Now with the man disadvantage on Wings. With bare minimum utility, it perhaps like to play this on the back of a crossfire. It's only Marzel who's in a 1-and-done position to He does deny a significant amount of map control for SRA,
Ooh, Marzil
so it's all worth it.
gets spotted there by Logan on the push through. Easy cleanup there, and that I think should pretty much be the end of this round. Two-man advantage to SRA. They seem to be in absolutely no hurry. The two players towards the B side as well as the lone rifle. Does relieve Dream of the Scout, but that should be go sign here for SRA to turn tail and quickly make way towards the A-bomb side. I believe there's only Super Kid there.
You can do this though. Going for the Deagle. Lined up. No.
1-for-1 trade comes through.
Stolen on Rossi now with a fam ass, but he doesn't stand a chance. A flat doubling up on the side, 10-9. SRA touching double digits, and again taking the lead away from Wings, where you'd expect Wings to be somewhat of a favorite coming into this map. They are struggling on their comfortable side, their CD side, right? This way you'd expect Wings to come out with shining colors, their aggression, their aggressive nature in general, and they do have a decent bit of chemistry, so this is just a really good show put on by SRA. They're still contending to prove they are one of the top teams in the end. The year's been rough on them, and this match is certainly going easy for now, as it's only pistols on Wings.
But Robin,
If the Slaughter Rage Army do go clinical on this one, their economy will start shaping up to be a really good one. Freaking not spot out. Oh, Lucia gets attacked and the bag. 3 men alive for SRA, not a comfortable spot to be in. Considering Wings barely invested into this round, they've done a decent bit of economic damage. Again, they're not putting it in the negative side per se, but they're really not allowing as much weight round, because they're not gaining any money as well. And Lucia stands a chance for saving the AK and potentially getting yet another one.
oh look at Lucia.
Spots another one at range, tap, easy kill, easy life. Perhaps a saved Krieg, which would really be a very broken thing that could potentially get them back in. You've seen so many posts, you've seen the uproar from the community based on this gun, and the power it has on the CD side as well. So perhaps you have Rossi on one of these babies, and you have a comeback on your hands.
Yep, but as things stand, SRA 5 rounds away from taking Wings down, and that I would deem as the first big upset of this tournament thus far. Wings clearly the favorites to take this tournament, but looking a little shaky on the CT side here, Roji.
Exactly. For now, Slaughter Rage Army have done a pretty formidable job to, make it a situation where Wings are uncomfortable, right? Normally, at least in the past, it's been a case where as soon as you take Wings, as soon as you take them out from their comfort zone, they really don't have much to reply with. The first time we saw them actually, overcome that hurdle was the ILG Cup Season 3, where towards map 2 of the Grand Finals, it got a little heated, but they still managed the pressure and they were still able to deliver. It's only now that we've seen this new Wings, and let's hope they soar high and not fall off, because Slaughter Rage Army are making a pretty damn good case for them to
And best of ones are always very touch and go. There's barely any room for error. One mistake in a single round could cause you. Oh, Marzil! Free haircut. I know it is lockdown. You can't really go out for haircut, but Logan offers him a free one in the server. What a shot.
Logan's the reason you can't go out. Damn, Mars. Quick advantage.
Look at this boost at shot though. 2-man boost. Freaky guard walks straight into it. Gets bullets rained in. Lucia with the trade as well.
Because now Nightmare can just rush A. They know that there's at least 2 men down towards the B side for that boost, and to at least be 1 more man to ensure that safe. So logically speaking, there should be only 1 man towards the A. SRA, if they were quick about this, they could potentially have downed Super Kid, but they're going slow, they're taking their merry time. Lucia teammate for some sort of support. Super Kid, he's still posted up aggressively and
ooh, Super Kid, negative. Spots him looking the wrong way.
39 seconds left on the clock, it's only Lucia, and he's possibly coming to his law.
Able to readjust. Absolute last second on 2 HP, and Robin able to get the trade onto Logan here, down to a 1v2. barely trying to spot at the edge of the smoke. Dream 2 HP only, but the P250 in hand.
How did Wings let that aggressive defense also?
I want to have a
Yeah, they
look
would
back
have been the
at
right
Marzel
time.
getting taken down at connector there. He had the peak, but he swings wide. Logan.
And bam.
Wham bam kabam. 12 to 9. Wings. They're out of any room for error here. They're back onto pistol. Super Kid, the only one with the rifle. I think it is time to hit that panic button round, OG.
It's time to perhaps completely change up your playbook. When you do see Wings in this kind of situation, what would you expect, Shade? At least for me, I'd expect Marcel on his XM towards connector, potentially.
Yeah, we haven't
something
actually
mirroring
gotten to
towards
see
toilets.
that the entire day, right? Marzel's signature XM.
Especially on this map.
Yep, in connector, we've seen him do magic before, but Super Kid catches Freaky got out, maybe an opening, but Logan is going to be hot on his heels. The 3-man stack towards the B site looks like isn't going to pay off here. Super Kid needs to step up, and he does. Gets a second one, and all of a sudden, this round turned head over heels. 2v5, and he continues to click away at the heads. It's all down to Dream. 1v5 needs the ace clutch.
How did we just discount Wings a little?
Yeah, I think we wrote them off a little too soon. With just the one rifle and the pistols, not only are they able to quite possibly walk away with this round, but they do it keeping 4 players alive, and they recover the AWP as well. So, yep, that's a lot of money changing hands there. Wings onto double digits. SRA, they may be in the lead, but they've still got some work to do if they are to down Wings and move on to the semi-finals, OG.
Yeah, right now their economy is in very murky waters, and if they have any kind of luck, it needs to be put in now. It needs to be put in right now, because Wings are in the competition. If they do win this round, it'll be a pretty significant 1.5. Marcel, he takes things onto his own hands as he tries to get aggressive through mid, but again, Freaky, he's being very sneaky about it. SRA, taking their speed time to pincer towards short, as they have presence towards both Zipnix and Connector. Wings, they played accordingly, and Marcel posted him aggressively when he shot negative. Quick job with the shoulder baits, and now comes the hard part where Wings will not budge. They have this AWP, they have Marcel on the
Yeah, but he's playing so close with the AWP, and Super Kid is not going to be ready to provide cover here. Marzel,
he needs to be the man of the hour. Yes,
but he gets traded instantly here, and A site soon to be under siege. Super Kid needs to step up. He gives away his position here. Affleck,
beautiful name. Takes the flip down at 84, and now SRA are starting to cool off. Actually, it's heated up. They're headed towards the B side. Immediate defensive smoke from Rossi, but they're looking to commit a lot of utility down the drain. As Street comes in towards long, and that's the only reason. Finally, headshot delivered. Rossi just shot things aside from Graffiti as he posts up aggressively through waters. He knows that he's the only man here, and he's the only man to make impact. 30 seconds, this is where the pressure is at its maximum, and the defense just tell us Super Kid. Quick double kill on both Logan and Dream, but Affleck is coming from the back lines, audibly aware. He has every kill handed to him on a silver platter, and he's Super Kid. At some point, he needs to be worried, and finally looks up.
ooh, almost.
But Lucia, he has enough time, even though he does not have a defuse kit. 12 to 11 Wings. They're fighting for this one, tooth for nail.
That was too much asked of him there at the end. He comes from heaven. He's able to spot all 3, but the spray down catches only 2. Initially, it was Super Kid coming in with the 2 quick kills, and then at the end, with the diffuse coming through, Affleck, forced to go for the hero play from heaven, only finds the 2. And Wings, big round goes their way, and it's now back to just a 1-round lead to SRA.
And you're really going to give it to Super Kid as well, right? For SRA winning on their CT side, the majority of the rounds where they did win, they won it because they shut Super Kid down. They're trying to hard counter the star of Wings, and he still is on the top. He has 19 kills, he's leading his team. And right now he's leading the defense as well as he's posted up aggressively with Marcel. A very upfront personal one, and this is how you like it.
Oh, they're just gonna go charging in.
Down, and they just walk into the bullets. Marcel with a quick cripple as he still holds the line towards long. The reload brings it into the peak, and Marcel could potentially get the game. Logan towards Scruff. Cripple one and a double. This is doable 1 versus 2. He does not have utility, but there is an off angle being held. Rossi is not going to allow him to potentially explode to his B. Robin, he's closing in on the backlines as well.
Logan had no
3
business
seconds left.
even getting himself an opportunity back into this after Marcel finds 4 in the A-bomb site, but it's down to a 2v1. He has control of Heavens here at the B-bomb site. Robin playing towards toilets. Still going to be marshalling between mid and long, but Rossi,
oh, what?
Misses that initial shot. He drops the Molotov though, and that's going to stop the push from coming through. He's going to have to rotate all the way back towards the A-bomb side. He's punching in the numbers. Robert hears this. Can he cut it off?
Wait, no, the kill doesn't come in. Logan, he has a dual chance of 1 versus
30 HP. That shot!
Oh no.
All the way back. Drops the stars as well.
And with the BM, you know, who doesn't love any of this?
And that's even Stevens. 12-12. We may be going the distance here, Roji.
And Rossi certainly is going his fair distance. Just let him rest in peace, guys. Damn. Nonetheless, 12-12. Now, the Slaughter Age army have a difficult decision to make. They could invest.
Yeah.
Sacrificing a little in the utility.
Looking back at Marcel's 4K as well up at the A side, but Logan, a wonderful attempt coming through. They're able to bring this down to a 2v1, but the pre-fire there at the end from Rossi finds him on the A side. Easy diffuse through. 12-12. Momentum, I'd say, is on Wings' side here, Roji.
Certainly, and now this is the Wings we all know and love. Marcel is more than comfortable, let it be on either the rifle or the AWP. Subikin, he's pretty tall for the task. He's been doing much of the dirty work for Wings, where dirty work in way of carrying his team in terms of taking these engagements. And just for the fun of it, I did have a chance to witness another Wing earlier on, and you know, one thing to take away from Wings is the versatility these players bring to the table. And this is predominantly on Lucia and Robin, right? Whenever you do see Wings with a strategy, it's usually Robin and Lucia who try to get the initial utility shared. And it depends on predominantly who has the better spawn. Wings, they're still used to playing on the spawn-based system because this is their way of applying even pressure throughout the map and where they have advantages of doing so. And that's really catching SRA off guard. Even with the default setup that Wings have towards bathrooms, the Slaughter Age army isn't able to get past that without getting a purple eye, so you better hope they can see past this murky water. Low utility, but they're making it work with the control through connector. Right now, connector control would significantly them back side, but again, we've seen Marcel thrive, so again, it could be all down the drain and all for nothing.
Push through connector here, coming in from SRA. Smoke back out. Robin's going to be playing an aggressive position towards Monster with Lucia holding in from sight. They do have 2 players up at B side. I could make that 3 as Rossi is also here for a quick 1-2 if that quick push does come through Monster.
And everybody from the Slaughter Age army is posting parts of the map. They're just going their way. Even if it doesn't, they are looking for reactive. And Marcel, the smoke. Again, nobody from Slaughter Age army has made a sound thus far.
Oh, but it's Freaky God with the boost.
And a quick kill goes his way. Now potentially Subikin trying to reply, but he's blind.
Oh wow.
Easy double kill for Slaughter Rage Army, and Wings, they've called the same. They don't want any business in this. They need the economy. It's only Rossi and Robin who have money. potentially a full buy the next round with an AWP as well, but this is all going to depend on if three members are allowed to save. The Slaughter Rage Army, this is the first time they've won a round in a long time. Even in the ones they've been losing, they've done substantial damage. It's only a one round where they've had less than, I guess, less than two players down. So wings aren't flying that high either.
Indeed,
For
man.
now, if Slaughter Rage Army go for the hunt, it might yield them to even win this game. That's how game changing it could be.
This is tight. Every single round is super important here for both teams. 13-12, SRA take the lead in a very crucial time here. And the guns, they're getting taken away.
Oh no! It's all on Rossi to save, and nobody close enough to take it away from him. Taking a lot away from. That's gonna be a whole lot of cash gone down the drain. Because now wings, they might be a little in the flirting with danger zone. Because they might need to invest. Won't really be the best investment, but that's your best chance. That's the only chance you have to strike back without this entering the overtime, which I'm sure that really did not want to go.
Yep. It's a very tight affair here. It's a mixed buy coming in from Wings. They have the AWP out onto Marzil, AK onto Rossi, but that's pretty much where the firepower ends. It's just two CZs and a Deagle backing the two rifles up.
Rage Army have been very patient towards that take on him. And Wings haven't been opposing that all that much as well, right? Normally you'd expect Wings to at least try and post up aggressive connector in a couple of rounds, but it just doesn't seem like that's a part of the map they're interested in test.
Yep. Right now, playing it slow, Lucia going for the jump spot, and rightfully so. There is Freaky God on the other side. Don't think he's managed to spot him out just yet. Negative. Push through, and Marzil gets caught in the wrong position.
Yeah, negative. Easy pick, as Lucia was wide as open, and yeah, not really much resistance. But Rossi, a quick double kill goes to Wings, the 3 versus 3, a winnable one in that as well, as Rossi does have a diffuse skin. He does have a Molotov and a flash, but Wings, they really need to start grouping up together now. The battlefield clears, the dust settles, and this just makes the engagement even more intense. Negative is very up close and the 2 versus 2, the numbers just keep thinning down. A Fleck, he's going to be playing close angle while Dream buys bait from afar. They're going to play this 1-2 punch to perfection as the swing goes wide. How? That is unreal! He picks up the AWP on the back of that as well. Wings, how fortunate must they be to pick up a round like this?
The defuse being held by Rossi, and Super Kid plays meat shield in front of him, and he just takes both T's down, trying to stop the defuse from coming through. And yep, we're not done with this match by a long shot, OG. 13-13. They're going to continue with the back and forth dance.
Boy, it's an entertaining dance as well. Slaughter Rage Army. Again, they're certainly contesting to be one of the top teams here, but you really can't give rounds like that. Rossi just individually pushes to its truck, easy double kill goes his way, and Super Kid on the cover, flawless as ever. When you let individual prowess shine on such a consistent basis, you really gotta doubt your coordination at that point. Slaughter Rage Army, seems like the comms seem to be a little bit off.
They do have 5 AKs though to go with here. Marzil, AWP back out, but is a little lacking on the utility department. Just has himself a couple of flash bangs.
Information, but the Slaughter Rage Army, they've been very good at denying it, bro. Marzil Beautiful flick, negative. Just caught out midair, and Logan finally gets the refrag. Very crucial that Logan finds that kill because it puts a lot of pressure on Lucia to post aggressively and deliver, which he shan't. Freaky God gets the advantage and a fleck to extend it. A 2 versus 4, but this is still doable for Wings. Rossi, he came up massive the last time on the rotate, and he's still chiming in. Freaky goes down by the push towards B. Super Kid, he couldn't
that
hold
was
on
the
for
big kill
any
there.
longer.
Super Kid, even if he finds one, he gives Rossi a decent chance of making this happen. But 1v3 with the C4 down and SRA in post-plant situations, I think Rossi here would do good to just go for the save. The money is not great, but he's just going to push straight into their open arms.
And you really got to give it to SRA, right? The amount of mind games that Wings had no clue which side is being hit, and that's the best part of having an aggressive offense. When you're spread across so thinly across every place in the map, but you still strike. That's when the defense get very weak, right? And that's where you can capitalize your advantage to the maximum. Now Wings have one hope left. It's Marzel on the off. He delivered the last time, but he needs backup. He needs the defense to be based around him, because after one pick, there's really not much resistance he can offer.
SRA on the cusp of hitting map and match point here in the first quarterfinal of the AORUS CSGO Cup. Ahead, Rossi!
Beautiful shot with the deagle, expecting the Slaughter Rage Army to play aggressively. This is just above the counter, right? Just cut your enemies 1,000 times before taking them down.
But unfortunately, he's not in a
aggressive
position to recover that rifle easily here. Super Kid going for aggression, and Dream spots him out, and Super Kid, wise decision, backs up, doesn't want to give away the man advantage for free. But where is Negative? He's already on the side. Smoke towards dumpsters.
Marzel is holding the backstab. Oh wait, bomb. Oh, Marzel, this kid.
Yeah, Mars is going to be huge here. C4 is still coming in through long. Logan.
Nobody is. Oh wait, FX sees the gun barrel. No wait, what's happening? Marzel, he spots him on the other end. FX is not one of as right behind. Marzel, is he gonna have any idea this is headed?
Yeah, he has the angle.
Angle, and he does. A 3 versus 5. Now is where it gets very uncomfortable because Slaughter Rage Army are losing numbers. They have the side. They have a decent crossfire in the middle of the side, but the flashbang is enough to break it loose. No, they double up. Negative and a flex pick up a kill each. Negative on the double. Robin, he has the CZ. He's close to the response, but he is just gonna walk into a crossfire potentially. Flash is decent, and Marzu, he's certainly contesting this one to a reality.
Ooh, that was as crisp as it gets. They take it happen.
Wings. Just calm and cool on the retake. Step at a
What
time.
was that? Oh my lord, with the CZ there. But before that, it was down to Negative, who was holding the A side down. He gets 2 huge kills, dropping Lucia as well as Super Kid. But at the end, that was Robin coming through with the CZ, long range, tapping away. Absolute last bullet takes Afflex down. Marzel with the op gives the round to Wings. 14-14. This is the round that matters, OG. Both teams having not the best of buys, but the push from Super Kid, aggression this time, pays off in what was probably be the most important round this game, OG.
And look at Marzel, he's posted up aggressive, he's expecting a refract to come his way, and that... The Slaughter Rage Army, I talked about them spreading their lines a little too thin and imposing it all across the map, and this is how you counter it. Posting yourself up aggressive, fighting this individual 1 versus 1, and expecting the counterplay to come in. A perfect job by both Super Kid and Marzel, out-reading the offense, as they get a kill each and both survive, disengaging and setting up a crossfire towards toilets. This is one hard nut to crack, and SRA, I don't think they're gonna crack a nut today. 15-14 potentially, as Wings are just 1 minute away from map and match point. Again, 3 versus 5, still a doable possibility for the Slaughter Rage Army, but they don't have refract set up, and that's exactly where Marzel chimes in. With the AWP, another free kill, and there should be one more walking across there. Super Kid goes aggressive, gets his head taken down, and the flash forces Marzel on the passive stance. He's holding the angle, and Dream gonna be on the peak. The wall bang takes him down to 4 HP, but it's still not a dead Marcel. The Peacock shouts out another bullet. Finally, the refrag as the flag is good for 1, but a 1 versus 3 as he gets tagged down to 31 on the retreat, but he cannot clutch this one out. No time, no hope, no mercy as well as Wings. They are relentless in their pursuit for the skill. Lucia just running behind. He's down to 19 guys. Just let him sleep to death. Lucia doesn't seem content. He knows he's to his trees, but he still goes down. A flag should be able to save unless Marcel goes ham, but that's the case. 15 to 14 Wings. This is so close. This is uncomfortably close, and Slaughter Rage Army. What if they turn this one on the tables and
it is map and match point going to Wings. Marcel able to find 3 with the AWP that round, but SRA, they're not going down without a fight. They're going to be able to buy in 2 AKs, a Galil, 2 Deagles, and just a couple of flashbangs, 1 Molotov, 1 smoke. Is it nearly enough? They need to make something happen real fast this round, OG.
Exactly, perhaps push in unison. They have a little bit of utility, a couple of flashes, 2 smokes, and a Molotov. And they shouldn't be worried about taking these engagements. Fleck down to 13 HP. The nade won't be able to catch him off. Perhaps this is their commitment towards B side. They have control towards short Wings. They use another Molotov towards long. Slaughter Rage Army, they're interested to play this one a little more passive. They know that Wings have a little bit of defense. By shutting this one out early, when they're on the entry, they stand a best chance of getting a fair engagement, which you don't really find much. Lucia opted to play a little aggressively, and he has the MP9. The perfect weapon for this range, but if he overextends, he's dead. Slaughter Rage Army. Rotation up connector. Wings. They've not taken any aggression towards A this time. I don't know what's hitting them. Everybody's more than comfortable playing back from the sides, and Lucia to get
Crucial frag. The opener onto negative gives Wings the man advantage, allows them to...
30 seconds on the clock. And Molly is going to mean absolutely everything, because now the short defense will... He's posted up aggressive, he shoots a dead body, and now he's...
That's a big...
He's going to be playing bait for Robin. Push comes on through, Robin goes down through the nade, Rossi, he is being so harassed. A 3 versus 4, 3 versus 2, but Rossi and Marcel kills each, and now with the 1 versus 2 on Marcel's hand, it's a dual 1. 4 seconds left, 3 seconds left, there's no time!
He's got no time! They've done it!
Pull this back without a fight. Ahimsa is that final route. 16 to 14, and Marcel is going to be having a pretty cheeky smile with that one.
Oh, it went all the way down to the wire, OG, there at the end. Thoughts on the matchup?
Well, Slaughter Rage Army did put on a really good fight here. They really contested Wings to their absolute best, but it just turns out that once they hit a point where they don't know how to respond, it just seems like their offense stops working at that point. The easiest way to break past an offense like the Slaughter Rage Armies is you be offensive yourself. You go out there, you take these fights, and you get your required support. That's perhaps a pop flash, a Molotov to force them on the peak. So, perfectly played by Wings.
Yep.
I guess that's all I could say about this.
Went all the way down to the wire. What an exciting game of Counter-Strike. Don't go anywhere. This is Shadesware as well as OG. Be right back with more action live from the AORUS Cup in association with Seagate. See you folks in just a bit. right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the second quarterfinal and the last match of day one for AORUS Cup CSGO in association with Seagate. We have Extreme 5 going up against Precision. I'm Shades. Joining me is OG, the low-res chicken. OG, what's up?
Well, hopefully we do have a nice game of Mirage. Extreme 5, they've been a team which has been talked up, and they have pretty experienced players as well, right? You have RVK, who has been renowned in the scene for a little time right now, and you have players like Vexy and Whip, who have been at that cusp of reaching heights as individual Indian players, but they're almost there. Another, maybe a solid win, a solid showing, especially in this tournament, would mean a lot to this team. So I'm hoping that Extreme 5 really do have a show to put up against Precision. Again, you have Mithil, one of the oldest players in Indian esports. You have a couple of hot guns joining him, like Anis again. Nepuwa was again a name from JHS. So let's hope we have a good game on a handshake.
Indeed, man. It will be Precision starting on the CT side. They have 4 sets of armor, kit onto M with one HE. While Extreme 5, they've gone with 3 sets of armor only. A lot invested into utility. 2 smokes, 3 flashbangs as they set up for an A hit.
And they have men coming in from underpass as well. This could just be a pincer towards the A defense. It's all going to be on Ani as that's a beautiful hold. He's getting pressured. Again, one straight Glock bullet and that hits him. Cloura. He gets the opening kill and on the back of the jungle smoke, they can collapse onto the A side, taking this close range. RVK is standing up towards B short and everybody is just turning their eyes towards A. Storm gets the entry on a Mithil, and this is slowly turning out to be one hell of the offense. They just completely circumvent the crossfire set inside. A quick push to underpass, the fake bottom towards the site, and a quick pistol round as well for Extreme 5.
Quick pistol round going to Extreme 5 there. They came in with a game plan. The A split with a lot of utility. They were able to easily win the duels once they did enter the site, and now it should be a standard anti-equal. A lot of rifles on the board, 3 rifles to be precise. So Precision, they can do some decent economic damage here with those USPs if they do find the opportunity.
It's only Neepu with an eagle. Think towards mid, and that's where Extreme 5 are looking to pick up a fight. They have 3 men headed towards there, and again, Precision are in such a setup where they can just buy bait off each other, especially Kakashi, Mithil, and Neepu. They want to pincer towards mid, and Extreme 5, they're taking this one step at a time. Slow and steady wins the race. Neepu whipping up with the deagle, and he gets the first on a Cloud. Immediate smoke allows him to disengage, but that was from the T side. Precision, they have the advantage, but Extreme have weaponry. This is going to be the brain of the bronze that comes up on top with Precision. They're playing aggressively, and they're playing a very slit throat defense with no refrag whatsoever. Kakashi gets one towards mid, and Wimp gets drive-by with the Mac.
Oh, wow. The rifles go down, and now Precision. They haven't still been able to retrieve the rifles, though. Eventually, they get hold of the Mac 10 only onto Nepu, and there it is. M picks up the Galil. RVK in a 1v3 situation. He has the C4, but there's CTs looking at him through connector. He needs some massive shots here.
Again, he needs the play to go his way, but simply not to be at the headshot doesn't come in, but the secondary fact certainly does. RVK finds one on a Nepu, wow, but he's down 6 HP himself. And she got close, and Manan actually goes down. How have they let go of this round? It's all left on a Kakashi, a 1 versus 1, but the time is certainly a factor. At least that's what's going through Kakashi's mind. RVK, he's able to punch in the digits in the nick of time, but Kakashi is not budging.
And he's got no rifle either. He may be able to pick up one of the Galils on his way in. No! What?
F.
F
Right.
indeed.
I mean, you don't lose a fight if there's no fight, right? So, I guess Precision,
Yeah.
they do let go of that winnable 1 versus 3 again. With them
RVK
being-
is gonna be going, yep, easy.
Exactly, and it has to be a real happy and a sad time for Precision, right? They did a lot of economic damage. Extreme 5 invested 3 rifles into the round prior with only 1 surviving. And considering it was only on the back of USPs, I guess they couldn't have had a better ask, but again, they did have the round in a silver platter. Now they will be a little short on utility. Perhaps two flashes and a smoke on each player. I guess the best call here is to play aggressively through mid, maybe. Have a man towards nest, have him flash towards top mid, try to take an engagement and win it out. Have mid control early, perhaps a man advantage, and work on the back of it. Because on the back of low utility, Extreme 5 will contest mid, and past the minute mark, we might just see what we saw in the pistol round, a quick split of the defense.
Yeah, as you can see, we do have, I think, one of the CTs disconnected out. We're going to take a moment to bring him back in. The tech is called. Not sure what the issue is, but I must say, that is going to be heartbreak for Precision. First up, they had no business even taking a few guns off Extreme 5, considering they barely invested into upgraded pistols as well. But having gotten themselves into that 1v3 situation where the Mac 10 and a Galil recovered, I think they were in a decent enough position to take what would have been an impossible round off Extreme 5, but hopefully they don't let that round dampen their spirits as much as, there you go, we have the reconnect back in to the server. There's a lot of veterans on the side of Precision. You have Mithil, Manan, Nepu. These guys have been part of the Indian CSGO scene for a very long time, OG.
And since you brought up Nepu, it's a pretty interesting case, right? Back when he was in JHS, they were one of the teams that were renowned to stick together even through the bad times. Perhaps like an Indian Virtus Pro, but now Nepu is the only man who was removed from that roster, and he's looking to go big where where his former team doesn't shine. And considering that you have so much experience and talent in this lineup, Precision CT side should be a delight to watch.
Indeed. For now, though, Precision will be able to buy into this. They did hard eco the last round, so they have themselves the 5 rifles, unaged with the AUG. The nade does decent damage.
And now the push in towards the B side. Storm, he's gonna get the initial entry. Will get it out, but can't get the kill gun in time. Kakashi gets one, but RBK on a killing spree as he finds 2 immediately on the entry. And this is just a quick game of refrags. Position. Luckily, they're close on the rotate, with both players being close enough to contest towards market. And Extreme 5 are looking for the fight. Clouda turns at the last possible second, hence goes down. Vexy in a 1 versus 2. No utility, only Galil walks into Ali's crosshairs and is more than happy to pull the trigger. Precision, so quick on the rotate, and Extreme 5 really did not expect that. They were so quick in their hit towards the B side, but Precision had an inkling, and they just relied on the gut instinct.
Yeah, that was Smokes completely blocking off short there. One flashbang to set up the entry, and once they had control of the B side, it did look like they might be able. Ooh, Storm!
Ah, I just bit my tongue. Wow.
Nasty.
Yeah, we just need a little time to process that. Extreme 5. I guess even they're a little confused. They're like, okay, guys, we have the man advantage. What do we do now? They fall a little passive. They have Vexy who's waiting towards A ramp. Again, they have presence towards underpass, which gives them presence towards nest as well, courtesy of the boots. No sound given. And considering that murder hole vents open, Clouda has a lot of opportunities is going his way, but Manan, big M, holding the angle, but
with the spray. Yep, wow. That was completely unexpected. That should have been a kill easily in the back, but instead, Nepu does pull one back, bringing it to a 3v4, but Storm pushing in from underpass gets a big kill.
With the Glock no less. Wow, Precision. They did win out the previous rounds, and even with the big guns, they're not able to turn the tables. And the tables are getting turned on them, right? Extreme 5, getting that initial opening was a gift, but every engagement taken thereafter, Precision were on the bottom end of it, even having weapons. Kakashi is the only one remaining. Vexy gets a kill on a Nepu. Should be easy peasy lemon squeezy, but he does have a diffuse kit. Inverse also plan. Quick kill towards RBK though. Not much hope left. Perhaps Storm now with FAMAS in a 1 versus 1. Kakashi's done a good job of pulling this one back, but time is back. USP? He has time perhaps. 1 second left.
No!
That was so close, but every step along the way, I assumed Extreme 5 have this covered. They have this covered, but they just peak one by one, and that's a lot of economic damage dealt, even though they didn't win the round.
He wins the duel with the USP there at the end, but unfortunately did not have the time to get the defuse in, and Extreme 5 take the round, pushing the CTs back again onto USP's OG.
And they're taking a gamble. Gamble hasn't paid out. Extreme 5, they're going to rush the A side while Precision try to commit towards a B shot run. They will be close on the retake, and Kakashi's already good for 1 through CT. Luckily, they're not in a position to refrag. Extreme 5, they're going to gain a lot of aggressive control, and yeah, Precision. At this point, it's only damage. Manan, I think he did cross RBK. I think he did spot RBK on the cross. Quick kill goes RBK's way. And yeah, it's only pistols they have up on the board. No armor as well. This man can just chew you up. It's only Maple left with the Deagle, and RBK has done a pretty formidable job with the MAC-10, farming up 3 kills going his way. Now Precision might be able to go on the investment. Not going to be as pretty as you'd expect. RBK trying to save the AK will end up going down. Decent bit of damage done from Maple. Could have gotten another, but Wimp strong on his aim. 4-1 for now. Precision with a difficult choice on the investment.
4-1, it's about $4,200 approximate. They can buy in, but it's going to be FAMAS's and bare minimum amount of utility, and looks like that is going to be the answer. Force buying in, scout on to Nepu. I think it's the right decision here, OG.
It perhaps could be, you know, Extreme 5, they've been contesting mid quite a bit. Maybe this is the time that
look at this, RVK.
Ace up their sleeve, and this is the boost. RVK checks it but can't get the kill. Damage returned nonetheless towards either side. Extreme 5. This is the first time they've been contested towards mid as well, right? So it's got to feel a little fresh for them as well. Shun through connector. Let's see the flash from T-spawn. They're still slow about this position. Storm, he spotted Manan. Manan, gun barrel shown, courtesy of the flames pushed out in a Cloudhouse loving embrace. And he's very close to his connector, but Storm, he downs him as well. The 3 versus 2, man. This 2 men alive, that's all. Precision. Their entire defense just melts apart at connector. They're not able to hold this one together. Kakashi is trying his best though, blowing the efforts of Precision. It's good for first. Again, dodges the flash, but they know where he is. Easier said than done. Spammed his way to a blood. And yeah, the mid presence from Extreme 5 is just so powerful. Precision. They tried to counter it, but it's just these small mistakes that cost you these important rounds, right?
Yeah.
Manan spotted out individual engagement. Then Ani's forced in the engagement. He comes on the bottom end of it. 2 men down already. And these are just power plays that Extreme 5 are coming in with. Beautiful job on the T side thus far.
Yep, they look a class apart here. Precision back on the pistols, not having made good on the force by Anae's aggression straight into the rifle of Cloud A, who's waiting on the other end. Nepu's trying to put in some aggression through Palace as well. He does, however, connect. Gets the rifle back in. Maybe a ray of hope here for Precision.
Let's see. Does catch Little going aggressive towards Jordan. Precision. That's exactly what Extreme 5 are doing, right? Precise in their ability to apply pressure. Kakashi spamming his way with the Deagle, but finally lands one on a Cloudhouse head. Luckily, the refrag does come in quick, and Nepu with the AK. Quick shot from Storm. Again, Nepu stood no chance. It's only Manan with the Deagle, and Betsy's already in position to deal with this. The bunny goes down the hat. 6-1, Extreme 5. Very powerful start, and Precision are not able to set together a good CT defense. Regardless what it is, Extreme 5 seem to be on the top of the engagement, and now the AWP. This is going to be a real game changer here. With the double up setup, this could potentially counter Extreme 5 if they're not careful enough.
All right, 6-1, double op setup. It is pretty much the go-to when things are just not going your way, and wow. It's good for the first, but the push from RVK takes one of the ops off the hands of Precision. Spray into the smoke from Mittel. Not going to be close. The numbers gets punched in, and Precision 4v4 on the retake. Mittel
Yeah, but they're locked out at the side. The aggressive close plans from Extreme 5, shutting down the push towards CT, but Mythil strikes in from stairs. He's good for the frag on Clouda, who was playing towards side, and mind you, Vexy still has a very, very good angle. Mandan, he could be on the hard clear. Storm pushes through CT, distracting Mandan, and this buys a little time, but Vexy goes down after a single kill. Storm and RBK in a 1 versus 2, as it's all left on RBK from CT. The spray is wild, and he could potentially get the last bullet! No! Honest! It took only a second on the clock, and RBK so quick on the punish.
Oh, wow. They get the punish in 1v2 at the end there. A wonderful clutch coming in from RVK. If I'm not mistaken, he got the opener on Nepu towards the CT as well. So that is at least 3 kills his way that round. CT's rightfully called the timeout as Extreme 5. They're running away with the first half here in this quarterfinal OG.
Well, right now, Precision, they have a lot of ways to come back. They've taken this time out. They want to mentally reset from the start they've had. Looking at their economy, they potentially could go on one investment of the pistols and then maybe another chance with the double op setup. Do you think that's something they should reconsider though, Shade? With the double op setup, you might be able to punch through an aggressive offense, but not really been their best friend. After they were locked out of the A side, it was very hard for them to get control back. Granted, they did get it down to over 1 versus 2, but they still ended up throwing the round away. Extreme 5, getting all the freebies.
And again, only upgraded
This time
pistols.
around, they are facing against Deagles as well.
Yeah, they're going up against Deagles, the magic buys that we're used to, but the T's seem to be in absolutely no hurry to force the action here. They're just going to wait on and see if CTs are going to aggress with those pistols. The opener, as Mythil goes down. Should be a pretty straightforward round to Extreme 5 here. As Vexy, again, instant decapitation.
This is just a slow and very, very gruesome way for a pistol round to go down the drain. Extreme 5 are not letting anything unchecked because they know that as soon as they start getting one kill, it tallies on, and exactly as said, meeting with the refrag, and they potentially could even save the AK.
Yeah, I think that is going to be the call here as Extreme 5 do take control of the B side. The C4 goes down. Maybe M tries to get one rifle off the hands of one of the T's here.
Yeah, he is positioned to try and catch a man off guard, but nobody from Extreme 5 is anything testing. The only one who's actively going for the hunt is RBK, and he's towards Market. And now, Precision, they need to start stringing rounds together. They need to find a way that actually makes their defense more of a threat, because if you look at it from Extreme 5's perspective, it's just a breeze right now, because you're getting all the engagements handed to you on a silver platter, and at least individually speaking, the players on Extreme 5 are far more young and far more mechanically precise than the one on Precision, who are a little more, experienced per se, but you do have Anis, you do have a player in form of Kakashi, who we did not know a lot about, so undiscovered talent perhaps, they better put that talent to good use.
8-1,
AWP
double up setup back online on Precision. Almost wins them the round the last time around. They did get him into a 2v1 situation, but they weren't unfortunately able to get the defuse in. Let's see if second time is going to be the charm OG.
Look at the boost. Kakashi. He's gotten here completely incognito, and he's holding the angle very tight. One flash could completely set him back alongside a Molotov, but he has a little utility himself. Initial kill is what he's looking for, and that's a bomb! Oh, there's no follow-up. It's not as you'd expect, but yeah, the initial kill does go the way of Precision, and they know that there's an op in the playing field, but they do not know of the double op. This could potentially wreak havoc on Extreme 5's offense, and another one, a double with the AWP, stepping up for his team when nobody is able to respond. Finally, something goes the way of Precision 5. Precision, my bad.
Yeah, they get 2 kills though, and they spot the C4 out very early into the round. That kind of limits what Extreme 5 can do at this point of time. They're just hurling back towards the A side T spawn. Unfortunately, Nepo was in the right position, but did not expect the T's to be coming in thick and fast. Anez with the op.
A quick and tight angle. Wimp goes down immediately. RDK close to the response. Quick peek from Tetris. And it's an easy game for him thus far. A Molotov could prove a very efficient piece of utility. Mythal burning alive and not undistracted with the backlines. Precision. They finally win out a round, but they're not able to save the double up setup. That's a huge setback, Shade, because they relied on that surprise element to win this one out.
Looking at Kakashi's openers there towards the B apartments, and Ane catches the first player running in from A ramp. 2-8, they do get their second round on the board. They have the double lob setup running. Maybe this is their answer to Extreme 5's extreme aggression.
Storm, extremely aggressive Kakashi with the boost takes him down at ease. Now with the man advantage, precision, they can potentially play this one out more passive. Seems to be a setup towards A that's on the tables, and look at Wimp, he's snuck through under Palace and could potentially wreck this aggressive defense. Cloud over the information down Snake Loop, and there's only one man towards CT. It's honest on the A, and Peak tries to go with a quick flick, but it simply doesn't land. The A defense, it just completely decimated due to that incognito push. Nobody spotted Wimp going through under Palace, nobody. And just on the back of that one kill, they win a very important round. Denying precision any kind of momentum in this first half. Kakashi's all that remains, and he has the AWP. 1 versus 4, and I doubt there's any hope in this Shade.
Yep. Kakashi is still going to continue to push ahead though.
Is he going to go for the ninja play? I mean, they are a little far away. If he does get the kill towards the player playing ramp.
It is, however, out in the open, it's going to be a very hard task. Without a smoke, and maybe even a flashbang, I think that was almost impossible there to pull off. But I think at this point of time, you're just going to try whatever comes your way. Kakashi is the only one who's, by the way, had an amazing game thus far for precision, despite the score. He's sitting at 13 kills as of now, the only one to be double digits here for the CTs, but hasn't been nearly enough, OG.
Exactly, Shade. Precision again on the Eagles, but this time around it's a rush towards 8. Close range, perhaps it's where the Eagles shine? No, Clara.
That's a good spray transfer.
Quick double kill on the end. Exactly. Nobody from Precision able to really put a halt to this rush from ramp. Kakashi's close to CT and he has a diffuse kit alongside Mythal, so perhaps some ninja action going on. Nah, Clara has had enough of it. Quad kill anti-eco, 10-2, Stream 5. They're at a really good point, right? Because 10 rounds on the T side of Mirage, it's really, really good. And they're abusing mid to the maximum. Precision, regardless where they choose to keep a stack, where they gamble their chances, on the back of that presence and pressure put towards mid, Extreme 5 have an inkling that regardless which engagement they go towards, they'll have an advantage, and they're right in that assumption.
And it's an early push towards short. Mythal is in position. He goes for the jump. They push him through the smoke. He's only able to get the first one, but the trade is in point from Manan. Kakashi waits with the AWP, and he's going to be able to pick one.
Before Storm gets hand onto Kakashi, though, 1 versus 3. An AWP staring him down, and Anis with ease downs him with the AWP, and it's only this double up setup that Precision have that is responding in any way to Extreme 5's offense. But now they need to keep their head in the game. 2 more rounds, that's what they need from this half to perhaps make it doable. Again, the T side with the tweak towards bench mid, it seems a little more doable, right? Because the Sniper Nest is not a position where the CD side can play that easily. After that boost, you have a problem watching the back lines, and you sometimes don't even break the vents because there's always that underlying fear. And you at least get information. Clara, talk about information. Goes to the push, but down at 2 HP. The aggressive setup towards ramp is really shutting down Extreme 5's take towards A for now. But the last time around, they had a play towards Palace. Doesn't seem to be the case now as Kakashi takes a man towards B apps. Precision. They know exactly what's up. Extreme 5 is split about defense, but Wimp quick double spray, and this could potentially buy bait for the B side. Look at this, Extreme 5, such the...
He's pulled the entire CT defense away from A all alone. 2 frags coming through up from B apps, and Extreme 5 are just going to waltz into an empty A site OG.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. This is the biggest bamboozle in the tournament thus far. Cloud 2 HP, but he doesn't care. The Molotov aggressively on is burning alive. No! Clouda still gets that kill. Neku from connector to his grave. 11-3. What a play from Extreme 5. For a second, I couldn't believe what they
Yeah,
did. Every different precision just called DEFCON 5 and were quick to the rotate towards B. But Extreme 5, they had that evil smile that you do not like to see on a man's face.
yeah, that was Wimp there. 2 kills towards B, opening up an opportunity for Extreme 5 towards A. Last round of the first half, the T's are firmly in control. 11-3. Anays with the op, looking to do some magic, gets the opener. Wants to go for the repeat back out, risky considering RVK was pre-firing that angle.
Look at Metal's position though. He's in a very, very nice spot, and RVK is going to be aware. No, he isn't. Caught off guard, and that's a free creep for Metal. Luckily, RVK did drop the bomb prior. Metal might have heard it, but he sure as hell didn't see it. He's on the retreat, a 3 versus 5 position. The defense is holding stellar thus far. Neku is the refrag. I'm not really sure how Wimp even got that far towards the site. Regardless, it's the last round, and Cloud9 needs to give it a try. Has the Krieg with a clear push towards top mid. Anis with the AWP down some. 11-4 precision. Is this enough though? Do they have enough? Because 4 rounds on the CD side is nothing to take home.
Yeah, it is 11-4 as of now. Some resemblance of, I'd say, hope for the CTs there, getting the last round of the first half, but those rounds have been far and few in that first half. Make no mistake, Extreme 5, it's been their game thus far, it's their show. 11-4, moving over to the CT side, they're going to be clear favorites to close this out and set up a semi-final clash versus Wings.
That'll actually be very fun to watch, you know, seeing some of the up-and-coming players from the scene going against some of the best the scene has to... Sorry, Kakashi? Right?
Did
Wasted smoke. Okay.
he smoked off A ramp
Yeah, they were
to
planning on
prevent
victory.
these CTs from pushing? Is that what that was?
No. So that was actually for connector where they would split B shot. That's why there are 3 players towards mid, including the bomb, including a flash on Anis as well. But one failed smoke and the setup has gone down the dumpsters or acid. Nobody's looking towards mid. Oh my god! 595 IQ play. What just happened? This is
B side.
it's like
Thank you very much.
you fail but you pass. You fail but you pass. Who needs the smoke? Alright, Storm. Something resembling a retake as RBK finds Anis on the back lines. They got this back, but they let it go so easily. Manan, he's holding the angle towards far, but he gets taken out as well. It's all left on the Neku. But he's another thing! Vexy's down to 4 HP! Neku almost gets that clutch, but Vexy, with the skin of his teeth, holds on to the pistol. And boy, oh boy, has this been one hell of a roller coaster pistol round.
4 HP. That went down all the way. The retake attempt coming in, but Nepu steps up huge. That flick around onto Cloud A, I thought he had it, but 4 HP. He misses that opportunity initially, allowing that round to slip by, and Extreme 5. They'll let go off the B side, but a pretty decent retake, OG.
Exactly, and let's not forget how Precision 5 even got to that position. Nobody from Extreme 5 even looking towards B shot, while Precision just rushed towards B, and they had a gift, but they let it go a little too soon. Extreme 5, they have upgraded rifles, 2 M4s to just have some kind of insurance policy, right? Because you do not want to draw this game out any longer. Just kill it while he's already down. Precision, they have a little bit of utility, especially Manan. He has a smoke alongside 2 more smokes on Precision, a couple of flashes to aid on the entry. Extreme 5, they've stacked 3 men towards the A side. Again, you have quick rotations in the form of Vexy, so you don't really need to worry. Precision, this is their game. This is what the comeback's gonna rely on. 1 A default. Is it gonna work? It's gonna pan out. RBK, he's playing close through the outer palace. Kakashi needs his frag. Big the entirety of his previous team takes him, and he gets tagged. Cloud is joining on the spray as Vexy claims his last 13 of 4. Precision sent packing.
Yep. All their flashbangs did nothing to RVK. He just holds mouse 1, takes 3 down there initially, and that was pretty much the round done and dusted right there. 13-4, and at this point of time, this just seems like a mere formality here for Extreme Tribe to move on. Precision, they need to dig deep.
They do, and it seems like they are digging deeper but into their graves as Manan is already bit in the dust. Vexy, is he gonna contest from connector? The question is, Kakaki's holding this angle. Position.
Metal close to finding the trade there.
Yeah, oh, Metal, that's not an illegal shot. Again, no utility, but they're still trying to contest mid as much as they can. Even up against an AWP, Kakashi, beautiful shot with the deagle. Storm completely deleted, but hey, the favor is returned. When grabs themselves a free AK and a free kill, I guess the only hope now is Nepu. If he finds anything with the deagle, rounds upon him. RBK. Quick to spot him out, 60 HP, and Vexy should be able to wide swing to deny. Items is coming from A ramp though, and he's gonna get the bomb as well. Close angle held towards CT, but RBK, it'll land the headshot in the nick of time. And it's an undoable 1 versus 3. Again, has no armor, so Extreme 5, they're getting very comfortable on this map pick of Mirage.
Ane in a 1v3 situation, just the deagle in hand, has the C4, but I don't think RVK is gonna let him get the plant off at this point of time. 30 seconds remaining. Yeah, he gets spotted out.
14-4, Extreme 5. So far, so good. Their appearance has been phenomenal, especially on their T side. But I'm really interested to see how they play against Wings, because that's going to be the real matchup, you know? Especially a team where both rely significantly on firepower, with SK Rossi and Rossi being the duo with Wings. And with Extreme 5, you can make a case for everybody, right? Most of them have individual moments of prowess, especially RVK in this game, at least for now. Precision. They have utility. They're going to go for a take towards mid. At least 2 people, that is. I'm not really sure if they didn't throw out a crossing. There we go. The crossing is in. Now they're more comfortable with the mid stance. But Storm on the AWP who's trying to put a stop to this. They have another smoke and they are looking to smoke out window. Storm, it's going to be playing aggressive is the question, because sometimes, depending on how volatile you are as an operator, and regarding how much risk you're willing to take, they might take a peek through underpass, jump down connector for a peek. It's not seeming to bother him as much. He just wants to know where the presence at, and there's going to be one pretty obvious presence towards Aeon is jumping, but RBK delivered to his grave as he drops and bites the dust. The rest of the utility shelling in towards the A side, as there's only one man close enough to the response, and that's Vexy alongside Storm. Kakashi, he's going to be creeping in from connector. I think this is expected from the get-go. Vexy, he knows exactly what's up, but the turnaround almost came to a reality as he's dropped 12 HP. Precision, they're going to flood on towards the A-bomb side where they hinge their chances. Cloud is in towards CT and he could potentially spray them down. Nobody's looking, the flash is perfect, but Nepu instant refrag. Blinding, it doesn't matter to him. Storm adds on to the tally as Nepu is denied any more life. An is almost finding the shot towards connector, but the second time of asking delivers. It's all on a Vexy, 12 HP and a potential Mad 2 clutch at his hand. An swings wide and he downs him with the AWP. The savior of precision in this map. 14-5. He wants to go the distance, but it's a pretty long walk.
At the end there, Ane is coming in with some good work with the AWP. Picks up 2, keeps precision still in this Extreme 5. Still at the cusp of making a map and match point. But probably look like they're going to have to wait a little more longer considering they're only on pistols here.
But hey, let's not discount the pistols.
Yeah, we've seen that far too many times. This movie is something we're not stranger to as Vexy.
Beautiful shot from Clouda, but Manan is there instantly with the return, and they're gonna flood in towards B. That's exactly where Extreme 5 have decided to stack. These pieces up close could chew you up and spit you out. Oh my god, it's happening again! Storm, the drink and the kill! Extreme 5, extremely... This just doesn't make sense,
Oh wow, the CZ from Vexy waiting inside ladder room. They completely ignore him, and he gets 2 kills in the brink of an eye. And just like that, Extreme 5, 10 map and match points, precision, first buying in.
But at this point, there's only one analytical insight that can be given. When someone's on pistols, if someone asks you, are they going to win? Say yes, but no. No, but yes. Doesn't make sense, and neither do the pistols. So, again, perfectly responded with, and Storm takes Nepu down. This is just Extreme 5 flexing, right? Double op setup, last round. Just enjoy it, have a nice laugh. Clouda makes his op aware. Storm waiting for Honest towards underpass. And it just rings in unison. Everybody from Precision timing themselves on the peak, but timing themselves on their death as well. Storm missing the second flick, but Clouda instant on the response. And hey, Shade, why just not have the AWP end the show for us? Boom! Clouda, final bullet delivered.
Well, that is Extreme 5 taking a comfortable win here in the second quarter final. 16-5. Thoughts on the match, OG?
Well, Extreme 5, they've not been given a real test yet. This didn't seem like a team that has it all together per se. So I hope that Extreme 5 do have a really nice match against Wings tomorrow, because I feel like that's going to be their biggest and first hurdle,
Yeah.
right? Right now, Wings would be considered one of their favorites to win this tournament. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty interesting match, especially Extreme 5 versus Wings.
Yep. With that, we come to the end of day 1 for AORUS Cup CSGO in association with Seagate. Big shout out to AORUS and Seagate for making this happen. This Shade Slayer as well as OG signing off. Hashtag Team Up Fight Corona. We'll be back again tomorrow at 11:15 with more action. Until then, goodbye and good night.